12:15 on Springbok Radio.
Now meet Rod Steele. Okay, here it comes. Stand in for murder.
My friend is a fine dentist, Senor Steele. Emilio is a fine dentist. He is also fine to look at, so the ladies think.
That's just dandy. He sounds as if he'd be dead right casting for the part he has to play. And opening nights tonight.
Renault Africa and their town and country dealers throughout South Africa now present Stand In for Murder, featuring Rod Steele.
The case, if such it could be termed, was now rapidly drawing to a close. The picture was virtually complete. At least all the main outline was. There were just a few details to be filled in. I hoped that one of them, and rather an important one, was going to be supplied by Chrysostomo Tomasz Tarova's friend Emilio Jacinto, a fine dentist. I reckoned, too, that I now knew the whereabouts of the microfilm, missing for so long from the British Admiralty, and which I'd practically given up hope of finding. Strangely enough, each new discovery tended to increase my sympathy for the late Valda Vitebskaya. Valda had been a high-ranking Soviet agent. She had chosen, or been chosen, to play a highly dangerous game. She'd played and lost, but she'd lost mainly because of other people. She was, in her own right, a distinguished actress, but that had not been enough. She was also something of a fanatical patriot. She posed as a defector to the West, and she'd all but got away with it. She had been cast in the lead of the film we were now completing on location at Alcazar de San Juan, Spain. She'd been executed by another agent because it was considered that she had become a security risk to Soviet counterintelligence. That was the snag about being part of a chain. If the links leading up to you were discovered, then you, too, had it.
If I am to contact Emilio for tonight, then I must return now, I think. I must give him time.
Yeah, I guess so.
He's a busy man. That is because he is a fine dentist, you understand?
Yeah, I do. You already made that point, remember?
And he speaks fine English, too.
Oh, that's fine.
Yes, well, Senor Steele, you can rely on me. I shall tell Emilio that which it is necessary that he should know. No more.
Fine.
And we shall look forward to our little party.
Will indeed. But I don't think you must worry too much. I'm quite sure that the whole thing will be just fine. The inspector lifted his car for Alcazar, and I sat down by the stream to sort things out in comparative peace. I was fascinated by what Humphrey Crawford had told me concerning Ilona Tisovich, the actress retired who ran a cosmetics concern in Prague and who was a friend of Tim Baines, the unit's makeup man. It was amusing to think that someone in her concern was using parcels which she sent as carriers of messages, and they didn't even go to the address on the front of the parcel. They were collected as foreign stamps. Yeah, my amusement was tinged with very real respect. It was ingenious, all right. My solitude wasn't of long duration. Presently, I was joined by Aubrey Connington.
You found yourself a nice, quiet place.
I wanted to think.
Oh, I say, am I intruding?
Nope. I finished thinking.
Oh, splendid. You sure?
Quite sure.
I'm not in the next scene. In fact, there are only 3 more scenes involving me altogether. Then I'm finished. The film is finished. And we can all go home.
Those of us who are still alive.
Eh?
Sorry, that sort of slipped out. Yeah, I guess we do go home. You know, when this film's released, it's going to be quite a sensation.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah. Well, that's not quite what I meant.
Oh, isn't it?
No.
Oh, you mean because of poor Valda Vitebskaya?
Partly.
And, of course, Waldo.
Partly.
Oh, I say, and St. John.
Partly.
Who else has met with disaster? I mean, in the unit.
No one. Yeah.
That's a bit fatalistic, isn't it?
Well, there's a whole 36 hours more to go. Almost anything could happen in that time. It could. And the thing is, it probably will. Aubrey Connington, after initially looking shocked at my remark, had a little laugh. He thought I was joking, but I wasn't. The film, if it was handled correctly on release, had more gimmicks to pull in the audience than probably any other film ever made. And perhaps I was being fatalistic, but I wondered how many of the leads would be in a position to attend the premiere. That night, we had the little party, ostensibly thrown by the worthy inspector.
This is fun, isn't it, Rod?
Yeah, it is. Cheers.
Cheers. Fun, if a bit premature.
How'd you mean, premature?
Well, the film doesn't finish shooting till tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a good excuse for having another party.
You're right. Who is that devastating man talking to the inspector, by the way?
Oh, that, my dear Connie, is the inspector's bosom buddy, one Emilio Jacinto.
Why isn't he in film?
Oh, because I imagine he happens to be a very good dentist. Oh, sorry, correction. A very fine dentist.
Oh, is there a difference?
To some people, yes. To some, no.
Well, he seems to be getting along awfully well with Mary Lou now, doesn't he?
Doesn't he?
Take notice of a simple man like this, senor.
Take notice? My dear Mr.
Emilio.
All right, Emilio. There isn't a woman in this room who right now would not like to change places with me.
You're too kind. You film people are so glamorous.
Oh, let me tell you something, Emilio. You civilians don't do so badly in that respect. Suddenly, I'm sold on Spaniards.
And the Spaniards are sold on you. Americans are always nice. They have open faces, clear eyes, and beautiful teeth. Always I notice the teeth. I notice your teeth. They're beautiful.
I think we must keep off the subject of teeth, Emilio.
Why so? You have perfect teeth.
In the film business, Emilio, teeth have to look perfect, but they seldom are perfect.
And what is there so terrible about your teeth, senorita?
I have the most terrible toothache.
No?
Well, it's not so bad now, but it's still there. And this afternoon it really was terrible.
Let me see.
What are you, a dentist or something?
That's right.
You mean you really are a dentist?
Of course, but I think you know this.
No, I didn't. I swear I didn't.
But I was introduced as Dr. Jacinto. You did not hear, perhaps?
Well, vaguely, but I naturally thought that you were a doctor of medicine.
No, I pull teeth.
Well, I don't want any teeth out. Thank you.
No, of course not. In your profession, that would be madness. But perhaps you are suffering needlessly. Why don't you come and see me in the morning?
We're filming all day.
This I know, but I mean early. We make a special time, huh?
Well...
I will do nothing you do not want me to do, but at least I will be able to tell you what is wrong. Also, I can give you something to kill the pain. It's probably an old stopping.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I guess that is what it is.
These amalgams are not guaranteed forever, you know. They have to be replaced sometimes.
I couldn't have a stopping done before a day's filming, Emilio. I really couldn't.
No, but the knowledge of what is actually wrong is half the battle with the pain. No, I insist.
Well, it's very kind of you. It'd have to be about 6:30.
6:30? That's the date. I will ask Crisostomo to bring you.
Okay.
All right, good. Now, I feel I will be doing my part in Spain 36.
I squinted over my drink here, Dr. Emilio Jacinto, and privately decided that he was a better actor than most of the people in the employ of worldwide films. It was a good party by any standards, and even old Crisostomo Tomas Taroba himself let down his back hair a bit.
Suddenly, Senor Rod, I feel sorry that you will all be leaving us here at Alcazar so soon.
In vino veritas.
No. I mean this.
It may just mean the end of sudden death and destruction in your town, you know.
At least I realize. That is possibly what makes me feel so sad at this moment.
What?
But before, we were, how do you say it, congealing. We were sleeping. Now we are awake. It is nice to be awake. True. Sometimes the awakening has been a little rough, a little noisy, but now we are awake.
The party went on till midnight, but most of the film people, including Mary Lou, people actually in front of the cameras on the morrow, left earlier than that. I said a cordial good night to my host and walked back down the corridor to my own room. The party had, of course, been held in the disused reception room, which had later become police headquarters. Just as I opened the door of my room, the inspector's voice turned me round.
Senor Steele.
Yeah, Inspector?
You will be here tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Till after we get Emilio's report. Can you think of any good reason why I shouldn't be here?
Stand-in for Murder, featuring Rod Steele, is brought to you by Renault Africa and their town and country dealers throughout South Africa.